Okay, this is the 2021 Honda CBR650R. This is my loan bike from Farnham Honda while they service my 2012 CBR600F. Yeah, so this is what they gave me. It's actually, this is the model. It replaced my 2012 CBR600F. This is the model. 650. There are a few differences. Obviously, the engine is 650, but this is made in Thailand. The engine, I think, the whole bike is maybe in Thailand. If I remember correctly, my CBR600F engine is from the CBR600R, retuned for my mid-range, and that 600 engine was produced in Japan. Yeah, so those are the difference. Straight away, yeah, I mean, it's good. It's got color dash, color screen, whole, you know, not color screen, but yeah, compared to my, that's it. The exhaust is on the other side, underslung exhaust. I'm not sure whether you can, yeah, that's about it really. The seat height is almost similar to mine. I'll give my initial impressions. Right, well, right, so this she goes well. You can feel the mid-range. I think this bike, the 650, produced mid-range at a lower revs, so it's pretty good for normal riding, especially if you're commuting. Or it's a really good commuter bike, I would say that. Yeah. But where I have problem with this bike is, you know, the CBR600F. It's come from a race engine, you know, the high revving race engine. Obviously, they retuned it for mid-range, whereas this is actually run out of revs. I feel sometimes, you know. So compared to my 600F, this runs out of revs quickly. Look, I mean, if my 600, it just gives and gives and gives. You rev it, and it still gives you more power, you know. So that's one of the complaints. Other than that, what else I've noticed on this bike? I don't see much difference in gearbox. This is more smoother. The clutch is lots smoother. It's just like you can do it with one finger, you know. It's not a hard clutch lever. And well, brakes are good. So this bike, there's another thing I've noticed. My CBR600F screen gives me more wind protection than this. I mean, I don't really complain about wind protection, especially in summer, because it's so hot, and I like more wind is better for me to keep me cool in the you know, with my rocker gear. I mean, if you're in the market for a 600, 650, I think you would save a lot of money and you get more performance out of if you go for the previous model, the 600F. The price of the 600F is still going up, I think. Last time I checked, it was I think like 4 grand. I think now it used to be 3 grand. The price of that is going up. So if you want a mid-size, is it mid-size? Yeah, 600cc bike, like a sports touring bike, go for that. The only other difference I noticed with my 600 and the 650 is the clip-on handlebar. Clip-on is tiny bit higher on this than my 600. What else I've noticed? Oh yeah, the mirrors are bigger on this, but on my 600 I don't see any different problems with that. Like the looks of it, this is more modern looking, and I think it does about 65 miles per gallon. That's what it says. I think now it says 64.8. I think mine average I get about 61, 62, because the race engine, and it has more performance, more power than this. And yeah, it gives you power, rev, and it just keeps giving you power. It's really, I really like my 600. The reason I like my 600 is I had a Honda Hornet. That was my first bike. I had the same engine. I think it was the 2008 Honda Hornet. And the 600F also has the same engine. And I really miss that engine. So that's one of the reasons I went back to that engine. That engine is so strong, man. That's strong. Yeah, that Honda engine. So I'm not sure about this. So I don't know about the service intervals for this bike. I think you need to. I put a link in the description so that you can see the service interval details there. But usually Farnham Honda, they're pretty good with their pricing. They're not going to rip you off. Yeah, that's all I can say. What I'll do is I'll also include my CBR650R footage, like when I pick my bike up from Farnham Honda, so you can compare the engine noise. I mean, obviously mine has a Acropovic end can. This one is all stock, so obviously it might sound a little bit better. Yeah. Yeah, it's a very comfortable bike. If you want a bike, if you're looking for a newish bike, looks modern, for 600, this is perfectly fits. Your requirement will satisfy your requirements actually, and you can do a track day. I mean, Ron Haslam Race School, they had this as their bike. I also know this Honda sells a lot of these bikes. I think I had a loan bike from Kawasaki, the Parallel Twin 650 or something. Compared to that, this is like much better. The only other, yeah. So this is yeah. If you are looking for a newer bike, 600 or 650, 600cc, this is a lot better, looks better, and rides better than any other, sounds better than any other 650s or 600 bikes. I know. Yeah, the SV650 Suzuki, that engine, that just made in Japan. I mean, if you're a commuter and if you do like silly miles, that 650 SV650 engine you should give that a go, because that's like a bulletproof. I remember one of the I think one of the instructors, when I passed my test, he had a 650 engine and he had more than 120,000 miles on his 650. Yeah, so that engine is obviously that engine is not going to give the same high RPM like this one, because that was a V-twin. But you can do a lot of miles on that bike. Yeah. So yeah, if you want a mix or a bike, 600cc bike, you can do everything. Commute, get good mileage out of it, good miles per gallon. This is the bike. I mean, you can see it says 65.2 miles per gallon here. So yeah. Yeah, I don't think it'll disappoint you, and I can see, yeah, I think it'll sound better if you with an aftermarket can. Not sure what type of aftermarket can you can get for the 650. Yeah, so you should shop around, and yeah, so I would give this bike 7.5 out of 10. 75% marks. I don't think I still. Yeah, for normal riding, this is the torque is there on the tap. This bike, yeah. Yeah, slow riding. Let's see what's it like. See if I put it on sixth gear, you can see 30 mile an hour. Yeah, so I'm on top gear, 30 mile an hour. So yeah, if you ride like that, you'll get most probably 70 miles per gallon. I think, given the fuel price now, yeah, this is good option. I think it's good. Fuel liter of petrol now is about £1.89. I think average. There are, yeah, weird. The suspension is okay, no problem. You can, so you can drop on 6th gear, you can drop down to like 24 miles, 23 miles, and still goes. So you don't have to change up and down the gear. But I would recommend, if you're going to ride, you need to be in the right gear. But I'm not sure. The inline 4, you can generally ride in higher gear. For twins, you need to be in lower gear. Otherwise, it's really horrible. So let's put it on 4th, 5th, 6th gear. Right, 50 mile an hour. The roundabout is clear. I'm still on 6th gear. I wouldn't recommend this. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, nice little bike. I prefer the CBR600, the 600 engine, which is yeah, for road use this is perfect. Yeah, there's no complaints. Yes, and you just saw, right, you can do even 25 miles per hour on 6th gear. So yeah, and yep, it's averaging about 65 to the gallon. So yeah, it's a good commuter bike. Not heavy. Yeah, I put the link in the description. You can see what's the seat height, weight, fully fueled, etc. You know, you can see all of that in there. Right, it's time to go and hand this bike back and pick my 600. Here we go. Here's my 600. Alright, so this is the side by side. That's the newest modern looking CBR650R, and this is my 2012 CBR600F. Right, let's see. It's done the 16,000 mile service and see what's it like. Wow, the gear change is nice. First thing. Wow. Wow. When you ride this compared to the 650R, as soon as you sit on it, you know it's a fast machine. It's a race by the way the engine sounds and it goes. So yeah, there's a high revving engine compared to the 650R. Yeah, but obviously it's a sports engine. It's come from a sports engine, isn't it? It's a derived, retuned CBR650R engine. So yeah, I mean, I would say this one handles a lot. This chassis is a lot better than the CBR650R. I don't know what Honda was thinking when they were going from bike like this. They built a few years ago, and they replaced it, the 600 with the 650. The engine is, I don't know what the market they're aiming for. No, I don't know. When you ride this, you know you're riding a nice handling, good bike. Yeah.